Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Dan from DHTV, and today I'm going to be going over some tips and tricks that you can use with your Apple Watch Series 7. Let's get started. Now, if you've ever wanted to customize your Apple Watch beyond the watch face, you can always change up the app view by opening your settings application, scrolling down to where it says app view, and you have two options: grid, which is the way our apps look right now, and list view. In list view, your apps will now appear in this list format here, allowing you to sort of scroll up and down either with the crown or just by using swipes, and you have this unique sort of list view for your applications. It's personal preference on which you want to use, but it does look kind of cool and does change the app look of your Apple Watch in the list view. Now, although the Apple Watch is pretty decent with its battery, you may find that it's running low on battery quite frequently, and there are a few culprits to that. So we're going to go over a couple of battery saving tips here, and we've opened our settings, and we're going to first scroll down to where we see the privacy section here. And we're going to look at location services. Now, location services, you can see here, uses GPS, Bluetooth, and crowdsourced Wi-Fi, hotspot, all this stuff. Basically, that means it's going to go through and burn through the battery a little bit quicker than if it was off. So if you can turn off the location services or just go through each one of the applications where it's not needed and just change it to at least while using or never. The ones that are always on are the main culprits that are going to cause you to burn through the battery a little quicker, but otherwise you can turn them all off, especially if you are running low on battery. Additionally, from the main settings page here, we're going to tap on General, and then we're going to tap on Background App Refresh. This works very similar as well. If it's on, it's going to automatically create a situation where it's going to use more battery because it's going to give you that automatic background refresh for all your open applications. So at least you can turn off each individual one where that's not necessary for you, and you can read right here what background app refresh does. And you can see right on the top it says turning off background app refresh may preserve your battery life. So turn it off if you don't care or don't use it very often, or at least just turn it off for each individual app that you don't feel it's necessary to have on. Now, troubleshooting the Apple Watch Series 7 is very similar to the previous generation Apple Watches. If you ever run into a situation where it freezes or it's just not working correctly, maybe you're not getting a good connection with the iPhone or anything like that, you're then going to want to focus on the side button and the crown, and you're going to push them both at the same time, which is going to give you the effect of a hard reset. You're going to hold them down together until you see the Apple logo appear on the Apple Watch. And that's basically going to hard reset, and it should fix most Apple Watch issues, especially connectivity or frozen Apple Watch situations. Now, depending on what Apple Watch you have, it may take a little bit longer, a little bit shorter to reboot. This is the Apple Watch Series 7, and it took about a minute to start back up. Once you're back up, you can then just click on the crown, and you're back into your app library. For those who are looking for a little bit more customization with their Apple Watch, opening up the settings here and then scrolling down to where you see accessibility, and then scrolling down to where we have the last option, accessibility shortcuts. They're off by default, but you can actually set the crown to perform various actions when you triple click it. And you can select any one of these options here to be performed when you do triple click the digital crown here. So for example, if we chose voiceover, we triple click.
Voiceover on, ECG.
Now it's going to voice over anything that I'm working with. If you want to turn it off, you just triple click the crown again.
Voiceover off.
And then if you want to disable it, you can just tap on it. Once again, you'll see the check mark disappears. Now, if you can see my watch face here, I have just a simple portrait mode photo that I took of my dog. And you can do cool things with portrait photos, and your watch face is here. So you can actually zoom in and out of the actual portrait. And also, it's kind of like a dynamic parallax effect where it's moving as you move your watch. It's hard to see on camera, but it does move, especially if you focus on the text. You can see that the dog is kind of moving in the screen. And to set this up is pretty simple. You're going to open the Watch app on your iPhone, and from the Watch application, you can see your faces at the top. If you go to Face Gallery here and scroll down to Portraits, you can actually tap Portrait here, and you can choose photos from your photo library. It's automatically going to pull the photos that are already in portrait mode, and then once you select it, they'll appear in your My Watch section here, and you can just tap on them to enable it. When you have it there, you can choose a rounded, classic, or modern. You can choose the complications and all of the features that you would have with that particular watch face. And what you come out with is eventually something like this, which I'm sure you can take better photos and better portrait mode photos, but this is what I have for this example, and it gives you a more personalized photo that does a little bit more than a regular photo that you would take. Now, one of the greatest features with the Apple Watch is a safety feature, and that's in the Watch application, and it's in the emergency SOS section. This is called fall detection, and it's one of the most important things you can turn on. If you're ever involved in an accident or have a hard fall and you don't seem to move, the Apple Watch is going to then initiate an emergency SOS. Before the call is made, the Apple Watch will try to alert you that it has detected you've taken a fall. If you don't respond, it will tap your wrist, sound an alarm, and then call emergency services. And this is amazing if you have any issues or are worried or anything like that. It's going to protect you. So I strongly recommend you turn this on, read that right there, and confirm it. And then if the watch ever recognizes a very hard fall, that's what's going to happen. Just important, and it's for your safety, so why not just turn it on? Now, taking screenshots with your Apple Watch is something I've never done, but I get the question a lot, and it's pretty easy to set it up. You're going to open your Watch application, and then you're going to tap on the General tab here. You're going to scroll down until you see the option here to enable screenshots, and when you tap on it, you can actually use on your Apple Watch the crown and the side button to actually take a screenshot of what you see on your screen. So if you wanted a screenshot of this, press both buttons, it quickly takes the screenshot for you. Now, if you open the Photos app on your iPhone, you'll be able to see the screenshot you just took right there. If you have trouble seeing the text on your Apple Watch, you can actually zoom in or make the text larger. Open your settings application, and you're just going to scroll down to the display and brightness section here and tap on text size. You can go right here and tap on that A to increase the size. You'll get a little sort of diagram of how it's going to look underneath, and you can set it to exactly the way you want the text to look. So play around with that. Additionally, you can also go back one page here and tap on the bold text. So if you swipe to turn that on, it's going to bold all the text as well. So play around with that, make it so you can see it clearly. Now, one of my favorite features with the Apple Watch is actually being able to ping and find your iPhone with it. So if we lost this iPhone right here, we'll just leave it over there for now. We can actually swipe up to bring up our control center and ping our iPhone right here, top right, and it's going to ping your iPhone pretty loudly so you can search around your house to find it. Now, while we're talking about the control center, if you scroll down a little bit, there's this little water droplet. If you ever get your Apple Watch wet, you can tap on that to flush out the water. You're just going to spin your digital crown here, and it's going to flush out all the water. Now, if you're someone like me and you tend to be late for appointments quite a bit, you can actually set the Apple Watch to be 5 minutes fast, and you're going to open your settings on the Apple Watch, scroll down quite a bit here to where you see clock. We can tap on that. You can see set watch face display ahead. And now if we tap on that right here, we can set the watch display to as many minutes ahead as we want. That way all of your notifications will happen a little bit earlier, and it gives you a better chance of not being late. When you're happy with it, just check it, and now your watch is going to be that many minutes ahead. Now, if you pull down to bring up your notification center here, you'll be able to see all the notifications you have. Traditionally, deleting them is swiping left, tapping the X. However, if you want to clear them all pretty fast, just swipe all the way down. You'll see right here, we can tap clear all, and now we have all of the notifications cleared in one simple gesture. Now, there are a lot more tips and tricks that you can go through with this Apple Watch. I'm going to cover a few individually as they're bigger things like assistive touch and cool features that you can do where your gestures of your hand can actually unlock and perform actions like pinching to move around on the Apple Watch. It's pretty cool stuff. So if you're interested in that, definitely stay tuned to the channel. I hope you found this video particularly useful and helpful. If you did, let me know in the comments. Also share any tips that you have in the comments as well to help others. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification box to be notified when I post new videos, and definitely check out the full Apple Watch series for more great Apple Watch tips, tricks, and tutorials. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.